Thank you, Mayor Mallory. Mark.
Yes, it'll go to Mark now.
Now, I'm already going to start departing from my prepared comments because I want to warn you. My staff told me I only had 4 minutes to speak. And we've compromised. 8 minutes. Maybe 9. So let me first thank you all for coming. Thank Laura Davis for hosting us here at this wonderful, wonderful place. You know, there are some of you in this room who, like her, have personally invested in your own neighborhoods. It takes a lot of faith in the future, but it also creates faith in other people about the future of a neighborhood. And so, Laura, thank you for everything you are doing in Walnut Hills. I also want to thank all the volunteers and staff who have worked so hard to make today a success. You know, as well as I do, that no one ever does anything alone. We might like to pretend we do, but we don't. And so I very much appreciate the support of all of you, but also all of those folks who are running around with clipboards and pens and handing out name tags, and also who helped organize today. I want to acknowledge my colleagues who have joined me here today. Councilmember Lori Quinlivan, Councilmember Yvette Simpson, Councilmember Chris Seelbach. They are my colleagues on council and will be my partners when I am mayor. So welcome all of you and thank you for coming here. I see many people in this room with whom I have worked over many years. In fact, I see one person in this room who actually taught me when I was 15 years old. That'll go, we won't name names. It really does not seem long ago when I started my career in public service, serving women and children who are victims of sexual assault and domestic violence as the director of the Northern Kentucky Rape Crisis Center and Women Helping Women. And it also doesn't seem very long ago when I was organizing with some of you in this room to protect communities from toxic pollution and also to fight for environmental justice for many of our neighborhoods that are oftentimes overexposed to the effects of pollution and environmental problems. I first ran for council in 1987 because I believed that I could work more effectively on behalf of my friends and neighbors by serving in elected office. And now, after much thought and with the encouragement of many people, including those of you in this room, I've decided to run for mayor of Cincinnati. Thank you. I made this decision because I love Cincinnati, and I want to continue to work with you to make it more prosperous, more inclusive, and more sustainable. I am very proud of the profound progress we've seen in our neighborhoods and in downtown. You know, some have said that Cincinnati's best days are in the past. I say Cincinnati's best days are yet to come. Yeah. Yet to come. You just have to open your eyes and look around and see how very far we've come. Very few people, if you ask them, could have imagined standing here in this business on this street even just 2 years ago. Change can happen, and it can happen very quickly. Others clearly see the progress. Visitors from the region, visitors from around the world see the energy and the change, from the Smale Riverfront Park to the Banks to Fountain Square to over the Rhines, Vine Street to Washington Park, and soon to the Horseshoe Casino. Downtown clearly is back. Our neighborhoods also are coming back. People want traditional, pedestrian-oriented neighborhoods where they can live, work, and play, often without a car, because that's increasingly a preferred choice. Our great neighborhoods that were originally built along streetcar routes give them the quality of life they seek. And when we look at what's happening in the neighborhoods, it is astounding. Here in Walnut Hills, we're still celebrating the conversion of Taft and McMillan from one-way to two-way, and the community organizations are aggressively pursuing the redevelopment of the McMillan Business Corridor. College Hill is growing, locally serving businesses. In Madisonville, if you go there, you're seeing businesses relocating from the suburbs to that community. Northside is booming, the American Can Building, 3 City Ramas, a new development at Blue Rock and Hamilton. The Port Authority is developing Jordan's Crossing, some of you may remember it as Swifton Commons, as a mixed-use commercial, retail, residential anchor for the Bond Hill-Roselawn area. The Incline District in East Price Hill is coming together because of the vision and will of residents who are tired of waiting for change and are making change happen in their neighborhood. And that is something that is really important to recognize. The Children's Theater has moved to the magnificent Bell Building in Westwood, and it will be a regional draw that spurs economic investment and other development in the Westwood Business District. The uptown neighborhoods of Avondale, Corryville, Mount Auburn, Clifton, Clifton Heights continue to grow in partnership with the great medical and educational institutions of uptown. Evanston is pursuing a housing strategy that will market its central location in Cincinnati, and also a place of wonderful housing stock and community. Carthage is welcoming immigrants. The East End, just outside of downtown Cincinnati, is becoming a place for not just bicyclists, but for emerging young professionals. The community of Oakley, that basically is coping with a very difficult situation of growth at Rookwood, is organized and is ensuring that its residential quality is preserved and it is not sacrificed to traffic. Now, when I put this together, I recognized that starting to name neighborhoods was a really dangerous game. So what I need to know is, what neighborhood did I miss? That's North Avondale. North Avondale continues to pursue recreating a walkable business district to serve the residents of North Avondale. Okay, what else did I? Mount Airy, the great neighborhood of Mount Airy, which with its wonderful community organizations is it is a difficulty. But needless to say, whether it is Mount Airy, Mount Lookout, the East End, Oakley, and I won't name all the neighborhoods again, all of our 52 neighborhoods with great leadership at a community level are seeing changes which some never thought would have been possible even 5 years ago. And it is a matter of leadership. Our success is only possible because of the leadership of many of you in this room. The partnerships you have formed within your communities and with businesses and City Hall, and because of the passionate commitment we each share to make every community more prosperous, more inclusive, and more sustainable. We see new energy all around. We see new buildings, new ideas, new entrepreneurs, new residents, new organizations. In the city that sings.
All right. I love you.
Thank you. People are singing from the same page, yes, which is very important. We are looking forward and working collaboratively to make this city a great place for all her people. But we can do more. We can do better, and we can improve more neighborhoods throughout the city. And with the right leadership and the right partnerships at City Hall, we will. I made the decision to run for mayor because Cincinnati must continue the transformation we see in downtown and over the Rhine, and we have to take the lessons that we have learned that has made those transformations successful into our neighborhoods to revitalize all 52 neighborhoods. We also have to establish the financial stability in the city's operating budget so that we can continue to be good partners with our residents, businesses, and neighborhoods. As mayor, I will continue and expand our economic development efforts, not only in downtown and over the Rhine, but in all 52 neighborhoods. I will focus investment in the 6 Go Cincinnati areas, invest in the commercialization of research coming out of children's NUC, and help reform our tax policies. Together with my partners on council, I will use portions of the casino revenues to support transformative investments in neighborhood-based development and adopt policies that reinforce our neighborhood's competitive advantage as pedestrian-oriented, walkable communities. Also, I will continue to ensure that residents and small businesses, including women and minority-owned businesses, fully participate in our strategic investments in innovative startups and in our developments in downtown, over the Rhine, and neighborhoods. And as mayor, I will work aggressively to stop our population loss by investing in residential development, creating new jobs and businesses, and strengthening our economy. Now, empty nesters and young professionals moving into the city are wonderful, but they are not sufficient to rebuild our population base and to make up for the loss. Cities grow through immigration. The city will continue to attract young professionals and baby boomers, but I will also promote openness and inclusion for all immigrants. I will support, and just a shout out, Carthage is leading the way, and people should go to Carthage and see what they are doing. I will support young families with children by partnering with the Cincinnati Public Schools to promote the quality of the city's high-performing schools, and will also promote activities that ensure that every child is ready and able to learn upon starting school. That partnership between the city and CPS is essential. And finally, I will work to make City Hall fiscally stable, more efficient, and more transparent, and therefore make Cincinnati a more attractive place to invest and create jobs. I will establish, in partnership with council, a 21st Century Smale Commission to identify cost savings and recommend efficiency improvements. I'll conduct a vigorous review of service sharing opportunities with... Can I start over on that one? Okay. There we go.
That's a soundbite right
That's
there.
yeah, down in front. Okay. I will conduct a vigorous review of service sharing opportunities with other political jurisdictions and with the school system, and we'll continue the reforms of the Cincinnati retirement system. You know, we have come so far because of the leadership, the partnerships, and the passion of each one of us in this room. And we will go forward because of the power of our shared vision and our unwavering commitment to Cincinnati, her people, her neighborhoods, and her future. And I look forward to serving you as your mayor of the city of Cincinnati beginning in 2013. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, go get him. Great job.